The first thing that they said was that the refurbishment or regeneration of the entire area would yield 100 flats for rental plus business outlets. Nothing materialized. A year later they said that they would try and see whether individual developers would want to take different sections of Road to the Lines and develop them. Again, nothing has happened. And now we wonder what is happening after over 2 years of promising this and promising the other and having different ideas as to how to develop this whole very neglected and decaying area. How can this be happening in the upper town area, where in any other country, city, town, where it's sold, the old town areas are the best kept. Here in Gibraltar they are neglected, they are an eyesore both to the visitors and to us who come up here.
To state the obvious, if I may interrupt you, Henry, why is this an important consideration for action for housing in the context of Gibraltar's housing situation?
Right. In the first place, because the government announced that the program up here would yield 100 flats for rental.
And those are in need?
And those are very much in need.
And given that it went out to tender, could it be then that this is simply now just a very difficult area to develop and not cost effective?
Well, look, I'm not going to go into the logistics. I think it's up to government to explain what are their plans, if any, to develop not only this area of Gibraltar, but the whole of the town area, the upper town area. Way back in March 1998, the then Chief Minister, Peter conducted the tour of the upper town area, and he again announced a major regeneration program for the upper town. And his words were that the road must stop. Well, the road has not stopped. Some pockets were developed at the time, but the road, as he put it, has not stopped. If anything, it's got much, much worse. Some of the flats are boarded up. The ones further to the south and the north are also in a state of utter dilapidation.
Henry, we've walked up from Road to the Lines, a short walk up to the Moorish Castle area, and there's a sign here which reads, "Part of this wall may date back from 1160, restored in the 14th century. Why have you brought us here?
Well, look, as Action for Housing, we don't get involved in heritage issues. But this area begs a question. If the powers that be cannot refurbish and look after what is perhaps the most noble and old and venerable parts of Gibraltar, what chance do we have that they will look after and care for the upper town area? I mean, whoever is responsible for this neglect and decay should be ashamed of themselves.